Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of Monday Night Smoke.
Let's go. Ready to go. Listen, it's time.
It's time, bro.
I'm like, there's a lot going on because we're not far. We're not far from major fights, but it's some major news, bro. There's some major news. Do you want to? We can do the shout outs to the people in the house.
Let me greet all the great defeaters, bro. I think
your
your mic is a bit funny still.
Swear down.
Yeah.
One, two.
Let me greet all the great defeaters in the chat right now. Shouts out to man like Ahmed Ali, bro. I think that's the first time. Yeah, that's the new champ still. We got a new champ.
Hey!
Like Ahmed Ali, Yusuf Mohammed.
Are you sure that's not just how it's plugged in?
Huh?
You lot, is my audio at home? Is my audio sounding crazy?
Just to confirm, you guys can hear him real quick. Yeah, comment when you can. Shouts out to Yusuf Mahmood. Sorry, I got your name wrong earlier. Ian Daniels TV, man like B-Ack, Muller. Philip Answer, man like Ivy Ben, man like Chas, man, Daryl Mullings, Lucas A, Martin and Leia, Spen Richards, Jonah 3-1, man like AB, Ashley Williams, Mr. A, Basil Joseph, Stay Blessed, Be Real, North Bank Brent, Anthony YouTube, Miserable and Middle-Aged, and we're here, man. Yeah, everybody's here. It sounds good,
bro. And yeah, they're saying it's okay for me. It must be just a mad thing. Yeah. All right, wicked. Well, listen, man. There's a lot going on. I start at the top and we'll just work our way through this.
All right, let's do it.
Parker versus Fabio Wardley. These are the big news. These are the big news things. I'll just quickly go through them. Cool. Parker versus Fabio Wardley. Katie Taylor ducking Cameron. As far as Cameron's concerned, I saw a post earlier. Katie Taylor. Cameron saying, yo, you push back this way too much, relinquish the belt. That's what she's saying. AJ, back next year. Mad. Yeah. And then Usyk, yeah, everything was cool, but the dancing video is disrespectful.
The video of him in the club dancing has upset Team Parker, fam.
Let's start there.
Let's do it.
Let's start there.
So that video's gone out. He's in the club and he's dancing. You know the dancing that he does. He's moving like a... Anyway. Yeah. That's his vibe, innit? He's out there enjoying. Team Parker's like, brother, you said you're injured, bro. Yeah. You're dancing using all body limbs, fam.
And he was doing too much. Because it wasn't even a two-step.
It was a spin.
It wasn't even a two-step.
Yeah, when man hit the knees up and the arms as well, and then the spin, he's like, bro, nah, you're violating the thing, bro.
It's like the housewarming excuse, the gathering excuse that they said. You know, it was a gathering. His dance steps, yeah, because if it's a light two-step, if he's caught doing a candy dance, he still could be injured. His moves, it
was very athletic,
bro. He's moving both parts of his body, bro.
But Parker's moving like a man that's lent you £100 and he's seen you out buying milk and eggs. He's looking at you now and he's like, you're eating basic necessities. Run me my peas, bro.
Yeah.
You can't do that, bro.
You owe me money and you're in sheesh.
Yeah, you're in sheesh, bro. You're enjoying regular life. Is that fresh toothpaste, bro? You can't squeeze the old thing until you get me my bread. And the maddest thing is, it's like, to say that a man should be having a world heavyweight title fight because you see him doing a little two-step in the rave is crazy, bro.
No, don't do that.
No, it's
crazy.
Don't do that.
Stop that. This is what I'm saying. You're what's wrong with boxing.
Stop this, bro.
You are what's wrong with boxing.
Usyk
honestly, and everyone at home. Everybody at home is what's wrong with boxing. Parker should not. Yes, Parker's been violated, you know, to the... Like, Parker, yeah, he was minding his business, yeah, was meant to see Dubois. Is that Dubois was the champion as well, right?
Yeah.
Are we correct in saying
Dubois had a belt as well.
Dubois had a belt, yeah. Parker would really be fighting for that title and could be a world champion again because he's been a champion before, right?
That's right.
2-time champion. That's what he was fighting for.
Understood.
Yeah. So just from nowhere, a new guy pulls up here and says, "I'm fighting you."
So a couple of days notice. Fault, if we're clarifying,
it's still important what's happened to him.
Yeah, but we have to call things what they are.
Yeah, no.
So Dubois bailed on the fight that Parker was supposed to have to get
did a madness. Shot. Yes, I agreed. Yeah,
if he lost to Dubois, he wouldn't be in line.
We don't know though. We don't know because Dubois. You lot saying that Dubois is on the triple knee thing as well.
No, I'm saying if he lost to Dubois, he wouldn't have been in conversation for a Usyk fight. This is Dubois' fault, first of all. It's landed on Parker on Usyk now that Usyk has beaten him.
I had to take a last-minute fight with Bakoli. Let's look at it selfishly from the fighter's point of view.
Selfishly from Parker's point.
Selfishly from Parker's point of view. I trained. I was in Saudi. I'd done everything I needed to do. He says he's sick all of a sudden. And then I get the next guy, Bakoli, who's dangerous because it's the boogeyman, apparently.
Okay.
I deal with the boogeyman because he didn't train properly. Yeah. Now I'm saying they told me the next fight is for the title. It's Usyk or something. Or I'm gonna get the I'm gonna get Dubois as soon as possible. All of a sudden, Dubois saying, I've got next in whatever. You remember Dubois pulls up says, I've got next rare. And then Parker's forgotten. And then after he's like, well, let that fight finish. And then they're saying, who do you want me to fight? What do you mean, who do you want me to fight, Usyk? That's not the question. It's me. I'm at the fight for you.
I hear what you're saying, yeah? But the fact is, this is Dubois doing that landed on Usyk now, all right?
Yes.
Cool. Usyk has done his job as far as the fights he's had. He hasn't sat down and said, you man, wait for a year.
Agreed.
For me to get back in the ring. He's just stepped out the ring.
Yeah.
Well, how many months out are we from that fight now? 2 max?
Not too long.
Exactly. So to act as if he's now being some duck and diver is crazy to me.
Well, I won't say a duck and diver. I'm just saying he just doesn't like this fight at all. The same way Riyadh for no reason said, nah.
We're not paying for this. I don't want to see that fight.
Riyadh said, nah. Then they said for the young Atoma, they said, we'll rather see Atoma fight Usyk. And the guy's saying, but I've done nothing wrong. I haven't even lost. You lot treating me like Riyadh.
The thing is, this is the thing, yeah, 100%. Great comparison there. But my thing is this. Parker's done nothing wrong. Usyk is not at fault in the mix of this, yeah? Because the fact is, let's be real. Usyk ain't a duck. Like,
I ain't calling him a duck.
I'm just saying.
It's not a duck. I'm just saying.
Nobody should put Usyk on charges for a duck.
Him dancing.
Parker, of all the names you got on your record now, is the one that we're saying is a duck. It's insane. He can two-step and do a spin, as far as I'm concerned. Have a break, bro.
This is nasty work.
Now, even saying that he's injured, he shouldn't even have said he's injured. He goes, I'm going to have some time. Because how do you want me to just live my life?
There you go, sir. In the eyes of Parker, let's look at it from the eyes of Parker.
When are you gonna look at it from the eyes of Usyk?
I will in a second.
Because AJ,
I need to look in the eyes.
Dubois, and
do you know
Dubois
what?
Before.
Imagine.
Don't tell me Parker's the boogeyman for me.
Bro, imagine we're undefeated Australia. Yeah? Me and you undefeated Australia.
Oh, we're over there now.
We're both Samoan.
New Zealand.
Yeah, New Zealand.
Yeah.
We're both Samoan.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So on the Samoan thing. Shout out to Rock.
Furious.
Okay.
We're furious, bro.
We're going mad. If Parker's our guy.
Yeah. If Parker's our guy. This is like yes.
No, we're going mad, but only a little bit. Because at the same time, if he's saying next year that you can have the fight, sit down and do your camp, innit?
No, but don't lie to me.
He ain't got to rush straight from a camp into another fight to speed up
in the group chat. You look in the group chat and you see my man dancing.
I hear what you're saying. But my thing is this,
I'm saying you're a bit furious, is what I'm saying. Team Parker, I can understand. Team Parker, I'm not calling Usyk a duck. I'm saying Team Parker is saying, you told us you're injured. You being on the mains in a dance with the thing is upsetting. Crazy.
But it's an emotional upsetting. Because the fact is this, just because I've done a little step does not mean I'm ready for a heavyweight fight, bro. That's the part. You know, you ever sprain your ankle and you know that a couple days, 10 days after, you can walk and you look like a normal someone.
Yeah.
But you can't run to the shop.
Okay.
Don't tell me that clip is like, Trav, when are you going to be back outside? Move, man. Let me recover, fam.
It's mad still.
He might have sat down for 26 minutes in a row after that little two-step.
No, but he was really moving, bro.
No, I don't
care,
bro.
Should we look at the video and see how injured he looked?
I've seen the video, bro.
Yeah?
I'm sorry. Usyk has done his job in this boxing thing.
If this was Fury,
he can have a few months
between
Fury
fights. About to fight AJ, was supposed to be fighting AJ.
Yeah.
And he said, hey, guys.
No, because
I'm injured now.
Why it would be different from Fury?
Yeah.
Because he's got a history of doing bullshit, bro.
Okay, so, but if it was Fury and we saw this video, and he said, AJ, I can't fight you because I'm injured.
But then that's when I got to be real and say, I don't like him. So if I do have a reason to go crazy on Fury, I'm going to take it. But then
and it's who he like.
But let's be real. Northback Bren is in the comments right now saying AJ's had an elbow surgery, injury thing, and he's coming back when he's coming back. No one's really said
We're going to talk about AJ.
Cool.
We're going to talk about AJ. It's important to talk about AJ. Anyway, we move on, man. Cool. Again, we're talking about Canelo Crawford. I got my bro in the chat. Mm-hmm. Again, the pugilist says this time next week
he's going to be in Vegas.
He's in Vegas.
What? So are we. So are we. Next week, we're going to be out there, Pain Game broadcast. And it's going to be...
my God.
I can't wait.
I can't wait. I'm not going to lie to you. I've been trying to trying to calm the excitement. You know what I mean? Like,
when I see the Netflix promo that's about to drop, I think it comes out in a few days' time. I can't wait to watch.
Do you know what's funny?
Do
you know what's funny? I do this thing when I go, because it came up on my Netflix, and my daughter's in the room. I goes, we're doing a commentary for that. She goes, what for that? I go, yeah, we're gonna be there. She's like, right. Right, it is a bit mad.
It's mad.
I'm going to that fight. This is a generational fight, really. I haven't liked about what these two are doing? I don't like how close they've made them. Even though I know it's going to turn into a war, yeah. But I kind of like, even though sitting next to each other for the Piers Morgan interview.
I don't think they're close.
No, I know they're not close. But then I do like the animosity or to feel something. I like to feel like another storyline going on within, but I can just see this is business. You're good, I'm good, we're just gonna fight.
It's respect. That's all it.
Yeah.
When they sit there, they're like, okay, we're equals. I don't need to say I'm above you. You're not my guy. Like there's none of that. It's just them basically saying, I'm more the guy than you, but I acknowledge that you're the guy. They do have a respect for each other. Canelo's one is a little bit less because his thing is, why do you think you can do this at my weight class though? Yeah. I rated you at your weight class. Now you're stepping into my thing to be like, I can't understand. And it's almost like a baffling thing where it's like, I was rating your thing though. Like,
Are you worried though? Because I've done something. Are you worried? Because I've done something. I've done something recently.
What have you done?
I've decided that Crawford's going to win. And
welcome to the team. I've been there.
Hey, I'm just saying, on my predictions, it hasn't really gone my way. It's what I'm saying. So
then get off my team. Then I don't know why you.
That's what I said.
Come to bring bad vibes.
No, I haven't come to bring bad vibes.
Weird energy.
No, I haven't come to bring bad vibes. I'm just saying, prediction wise, they haven't gone my way.
Listen,
and I'm just saying,
bro. The one thing that does work in your favor is that lightning sometimes strikes. So if your luck is
a
that
broken
bad,
clock, one of them
broken clock is right twice a day, bro. Yeah. So the fact is, you might get this one correct. End of the day, I backed Crawford since this was announced. Since this was talked about, I've been on Crawford.
Do you know the reason why I've decided that it's Canelo will struggle? I just know he's on that plodding full. He's not changing.
He's not going to be able to unlearn it.
He's not changing who he is. He's going to try and damage the arm. He's going to believe in his power, believe in his strength. A lot of these guys that do have that on their side, they don't do the other things correctly. And yes, though, obviously the bruising that we're saying in the sparring, like you're going to get touched by Crawford for sure. Yeah. And plus Crawford while he's a great counter puncher, he does have power on his side. And I feel like that fight that it seems so long ago, the one when the Madrimov fight,
it went a real
feels a long time ago. I'm looking at Crawford walking around and he looks comfortable in his weight at the moment. As in, it's just are you with me? You know why we said Usyk doesn't look good? The first time we saw Usyk at heavyweight was Chisora. Chaz Witherspoon and Chisora. I was like, oh man, I don't know. I don't know if he can manage at this level. Well, were we wrong? Are you with me? And I feel like this guy has been walking around as a heavyweight and he's gonna be able to, sorry, not heavyweight. He's been walking around in this weight now. It's gonna be fine. It's not gonna feel weird for him.
The only thing is that he was at 154 for Madrimov and this is 168. So even still from that fight, he's going up a stone, 14 pounds. So that's the only part where it's like, okay, there's, you know what I'm saying, there's potential. It's the gray area. That's the only gray area of one, him managing the weight. Can he take Canelo's power? But for me, the time he's taken to adjust to the weight, you know, this time out the ring, people always begging for activity to be like, oh no, he needs to fight someone else to show that he can da. I think their team look at it like we're zoning for him. You know, those type of parts where someone's career just says, I can beat that man there, I can beat. If it's not the whole middleweight, super middleweight division, I don't expect him to stick around and start looking at all these other. I think he has looked at Canelo and said, I can beat that man right there. And I think that means something to them in a different way. Where it's like, I think the Madrimov fight, they're probably waiting there to just be like, let's just get through this thing. Do what we need to do, get the W, walk on.
I'll take some confidence if I was Canelo from the Madrimov thing.
I wouldn't take any confidence from that personally. Because I think if you know that there could be a strategy that says, get through this fight and get the win and keep it stepping, then I don't know, man. I don't know. And obviously, we can't factor how he looks walking around in real life at the weight. As to what that will look like in there. You know what I mean? So if he keeps his speed and he keeps his know-how, like I watched some footage the other day of him against Sean Porter, And Sean Porter was just trying to press the action.
Mhm.
And he was just slip sliding, back, touching him up, moving. And I was just like, if he's kept a semblance of this speed at that weight, Canelo's not going to get near him and he's going to get frustrated. But for some reason, Canelo at this stage in his career doesn't know how to cut the ring off.
And that's mad. But that's just, no, but he hasn't had to be that. He hasn't had to rely on that.
But against William Skull, Erislandy Lara, even in his younger years, he didn't know how to deal with it. So at this stage, if he's got Boots Ennis in his camp, thinking that that's going to change something for him, nah, bro.
And so right now, are you thinking it's a knockout situation?
No. I can't see a knockout. I would need to see that Crawford can hurt him. Yeah. And with counter punches, it is that gray area because shots that, you know, if you could see it coming, wouldn't necessarily do too much damage.
Yeah.
But on the counter, just when you weren't expecting to get hit, can sometimes do something. But I can't see a Canelo knockdown, only on the fact when we've never seen him knock down. I've seen this guy eat big punches from Triple G and
he's just been
those.
okay.
Yeah. So if he's gonna lose, it's gonna be a points thing for me.
All right. Well, we move on anyway. We'll see how that goes. You lot call in, tell us how you feel. This is moving on to Katie Taylor because and Chantel Cameron.
Yeah.
And because I always feel like I don't do Katie Taylor the right justice because she's a legend, really.
Yeah.
She's a legend. Again, I think it was brethren bias. We interviewed Chantel Cameron. I just become a fan of hers. Yeah. Anyway, today was the deadline for Katie Taylor and her team to come to some kind of agreement with my team. Yeah. Either fight me or vacate the world title belt, which I really think is reasonable considering I spent the last 2 years getting back in position to fight for it since losing it in our rematch in 2023. This is the second extension that's been granted. Hopefully, the next 14 days is the final extension deadline and the belt's vacated, as I don't think Katie and her team want that fight, which is fair enough. But the 140 division should crack on. That's what she's saying. She's saying, look, and I hear her because Cameron rewarded her with the rematch quick. It wasn't a long thing. Yeah. And I understand Katie Taylor can walk away from the sport. She's done a lot like Saran. Katie Taylor doesn't need to fight anymore. But it is a bit mad. She's like, I've rebuilt myself. It's taken me 2 years to get back that I'm in space for a title shot. You should fight me. What are we playing at?
Yeah. I mean, let's have it right. She's in the same position as Parker, where the business is dictating what's happening in the sport. Yeah. And because boxing doesn't behave like a sport, where it's just a case of, bro, if the FA Cup semi-finals came and it was Arsenal versus Grimsby, if Grimsby have won the games to get there, they are who Arsenal are going to play against. Boxing is the only thing.
That's mad that you've done that.
No, but what I'm saying is this. Boxing is the sport where a man will work his way into a place.
Why Grimsby, though?
Because who the hell is expecting to hear that? You understand? But boxing will say to you, yeah, but who is he, though? And the guy's a mandatory, bro. Yeah, but what does he bring to the table? Pardon me? Why do we have rankings then? So... You understand? Parker is there now, like, why are we gonna scrap? And now people are just going, I'm not paying for it. I'm not paying for it. Usyk's in the rave on some dancing thing. Turkey's just like, what about a Toma? Parker's like, guys, why am I here, bro?
I ain't gonna lie, that Grizzly body shot was unnecessary, bro.
Come on, bro.
I took the bro. I had to take account, bro. I
hear you, bro.
Take account. I didn't hit.
Yeah, cool. Bro. Yeah, go to your corner. You know, we got to have a proper warning. I want a clean fight.
Because I didn't see it coming, bro.
I hate you.
There's a counter punch that I didn't even realize. I'm like, oh, we're fighting.
I hate you. But let's be real, bro. I've not seen many tweets from just fans saying Usyk Parker next. Only official outlets are bringing this news to me.
Yeah. I hate that. I hate that it's like that, though. That's the one part of boxing that's crazy. Because even like as people are talking about, so you're right. You make a fair point. But even when you move on and just talk about the boxing landscape, yeah, my guy AJ, yeah, was really serious about fighting Jake Paul, you know.
Oh yeah.
No.
Absolutely.
Like,
apparently that fight didn't happen because Netflix didn't. The Zone didn't want him to fight on Netflix.
Yeah, but now Eddie Hearn's doing I think the numbers were so significant, yeah. Eddie Hearn can't get that out of his head. He can't get out of it because you could sit him down for an hour interview and all he's going to mention is, well, next year, I think around March, we could see what we can, like they're saying AJ to return next year, 2026, early with a possible fight against.
In summer. Was it Tony Yoka?
No, still this Jake Paul thing.
Oh, still Jake Paul?
Yes.
Bruh. Because I thought it was going to be, because I thought I heard him say a fight earlier as like a run out, comeback fight, and then a big fight in the summer.
Let's say that again.
Or like a comeback fight in like Jan.
No, it's Jake Paul, as in,
okay.
So that like the financials must have made super sense. And I can understand, just imagine being that close
to a crazy bag.
And I know the money's crazy. Like, imagine this is still Jake Paul. They've gone for a minor in terms of Javonte, as in like, that's a bit of a weird connection. Javonte can still sell. It's not AJ though. Just seeing AJ and these two on a card, it just looks weird. It looks crazy. So now what you're saying is, I don't know how Jake can do it because he's going to fight Javonte, and I don't know what weight that is.
That's such a weird fight.
So going to fighting Javonte to AJ
is crazy.
We don't respect weights in boxing.
Nobody respects weights.
No, but this is beyond disrespectful.
We're at exhibition circus level in boxing across the board now.
Yeah,
we can expect to see these crazy, silly things happen from time to time just because now. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It's one of the ones where I'm like, I don't know what to expect from these guys whilst the guard has changed. Fury, AJ, Wilder's talking about fighting Ngannou. I think they're just, I don't know. Like,
I didn't care for Wilder's return video though, but I still watch him fight Ngannou.
Seeing him throw right hands against pads, I just think to myself, the gig is up.
No, it's not even that. I saw him do the comeback video and he took this step back and it was like a straight hand punch. And I thought, you've learned nothing.
You've learned nothing.
After everything that's gone wrong, bro.
Nothing.
You are the same man.
It's too late.
Even when you get rid of the trainer, this is Wilder forever. This 100%. Is the Wilder.
And even in his last fight against whoever the heck he was in the ring with, he couldn't even really hurt him with that big right hand. So that's gone. Realistically,
you think the big right hand?
I think it's gone. I think he's just old now. He's old and he's been through a long career as a late starter in the sport. He's got a whole lot of mileage on the clock.
Does the streets care about AJ versus Wilder?
I think if they announce it at this stage, him against Wilder, him against Fury, it will do enough.
It's not big though.
Sorry, AJ Fury is going to go.
No, AJ Fury is mental.
AJ Wilder at this point would be enough of a hype to justify the fight.
As in this AJ carrying it,
the
or
history, the history.
Would AJ have to be in the main seat, or does America still care about Wilder? Is the question I'm asking you.
I can't underestimate America's ability to still be a Wilder fan.
No, because I will check. I'm the kind of guy that checks to see what's going on.
I think that there's still a belief that if Wilder and AJ get in the ring, as washed as he might be, they will still be back in Wilder.
Because they believe that AJ's probably not who AJ says he is.
There you go.
The only issue is because when he said the comeback video and he done that cool montage, I went to see the comment section. I didn't see anyone of note in there. Like, the blue ticks that you say.
The old celebrity support.
The celebrity support. You know the celeb support that he was getting. I'm talking, it's NFL, NBA, it's everyone. It's
not the same.
I went in there.
Even the retired fighters.
Yeah, like a couple people that would be on Adam 22's podcast and stuff. That's all I saw in there.
But you remember we was out there for the Ortiz fight, and we were arguing with man right there in the lobby of the MGM. Man, as soon as man were hearing the accident, man, your guy ain't gonna be able to do it. Like, we were kind of
tell you what I'm gonna do.
Tell you,
Man, like Ella being friends, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So realistically, if that fight does get made, we got to see those same guys, bro, because that's old beef.
No, we're all falling off though.
Nah, because man,
we look like Wash Chap Night. We're gonna be out there, as in when we were speaking the way we were speaking before.
This was a long.
Both our guys were undefeated.
Nah. AJ just lost to Ruiz.
What we went to?
When was that in Vegas for the
first time?
Yeah, Wilder Ortiz.
No,
he lost to Ruiz the first time. That's why them man was saying.
That's why they were
talking. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna walk my man Ruiz to the ring, and he gonna beat. You remember that?
Oh yeah, AJ had lost, and Wilder was still undefeated.
That's right.
But in that time, we've had some L's. They've had some mad L's, bro.
It's been a lot, bro.
It's washed. You man are washed.
It's washed, bro.
You man arguing.
At this point, he's just fighting to just say we did this before the fight, before the career's over. But realistically, to put the ball on top of these guys' careers, AJ Fury at Wembley, and then just walk away, man. There's nothing for either man to do.
That's the true duck. If there's anyone ducking, if there's any like thumbnail that should be made, it would be Fury. Fury duck.
Facts. That's why I can't put Usyk on them charges for ducking.
No, it's just again, I'm just talking
from
in the eyes. If undefeated was from New Zealand,
we'd be furious.
And we'd be furious.
I hear it.
You know what I'm saying? So
we'd also be mad at Parker for not allowing his brand to be bigger than it is, though.
Oh, well, we're giving him the Joshua Boatsy energy.
The crazy Joshua Boatsy energy, bro.
Yeah.
Because how is it that your fight is... people look at your name and go, I ain't paying for this.
That's actually quite bad. But he's done music videos, though. He's worked harder than JB, at least.
He's worked hard. He's put in a shift, but...
And he's had beatdown. He's not hurt people as well. He shouldn't be in this situation.
I just think he doesn't knock people out.
This actually stinks, you know.
It's an
injustice. What's going on with Parker is a full injustice, bro. Like, that's the only way to look at it. I remember going more mad for Dillian, bro. I had to learn his name. The man that was running WBC.
He lost to Dillian.
Huh?
Parker lost to Dillian, right?
Yeah, it happens.
I'm just saying, like, when you start to look at as far as what's going to be exciting, unfortunately, he just doesn't have those moments. Like, he's had some wars with Chisora. Like, it's a kind of a weird career for someone of his. You know what I mean?
Who wins? Ngannou versus Wilder. Who actually wins that fight?
Ngannou versus Wilder. I will say Ngannou, if he's just leveled up his boxing just a touch.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he could be the reason Wilder believes his right hand is back.
Should Fury fight Ngannou again?
No. Just AJ.
No, I'm just saying if he doesn't want AJ. Should he fight Ngannou again? I think he needs to.
To be fair, that was a loss, isn't it?
It was an L for me.
Yeah.
And if Deontay Wilder puts Ngannou to sleep the way AJ did, yeah,
then Fury
would need to look at that record of Furies and say, hey,
it's actually a good fight for Wilder to take.
Huh?
It's a good fight for Wilder to take Ngannou.
Go on, explain.
Well, if he gets to knock out Ngannou,
yeah,
that's a nice little dig at Fury because of how he badly struggled.
He dropped it. He got dropped.
And it's the best way for Wilder to sneak back into a decent conversation.
There's no conversation he can sneak into.
No, as in, I say sneak because it would be a fraudulent one. But it would be a thing where, well, you fought him and you didn't look good, but I knocked him out. You get to just have that in 2025.
It would work if AJ didn't do it before.
I hear you, but Wilder today is not beating anybody in the top 12. So, and then Ngannou is your only way in.
Can I do a mad reach on this one?
Go on.
If Ngannou knocks out Deontay Wilder, Fury's whole legacy has to be tarnished. Because this guy, the only person that you fought 3 times, he was your serious challenge. You lost to Usyk twice anyway. It is what it is. You fought this guy, apparent boogeyman, 3 times, trilogy. And he's lost to everyone. Everyone good. He's lost to everyone good. And Ngannou. He's not who we thought he was. He's worse than what we thought he was. Yeah. So that trilogy, why are we putting it up there as something amazing? Because that's when I look at your record, I have to look at that. Then I got the Klitschko fight. However, we have to look at that the same way some people want to look at anything in the system. If there's something in your system,
that's right.
I don't know. We count. It's like, let me use another fighter. Who's Fort Haney?
Garcia.
It's like the Garcia thing. Yes, it happened and it was a win, but we look at that and say, that's not right, though.
He was on the drugs, bro.
You was on the drugs.
I hear it.
I'm just saying. And now a little part of me would like to see.
I think
Ngannou knock him out.
Fury's career is going to age like bread.
It's aging horribly.
It's aging bad anyway, but it's going to, the minute he calls it a day for good, it's gonna be dissected to bits.
Yeah. All right, let's open the lines.
Cool.
Wilder lost 3 times. There's nothing he can do to get. Yeah, I hear you. But I'm saying when we look at Fury, how good is Fury really?
If his career was made on beating that guy.
If his career is about that guy, because you lot tell me another opponent, and I don't actually think you can use Klitschko if he was on the juice. There was something. Remember the doctor and all that stuff that happened.
Says aging like boar meat.
Let's open the lines, bro.
That's funny.
Babies enter the chat.
Man said, "Are you forgetting that Fury fought Wallin and that fight was close?"
Is Wallin the standard?
No, but Wallin, he had a war with Wallin, bro. I cut all kind of madness. Adrian just pieced man up and got him out of there.
Yo, AB, welcome to the show.
What's happening, bro?
Yo, what's happening, man?
200 watching, 50, 52 likes. That's criminal. On a free show, you lot hit the like button. Everyone go crazy.
Wild.
Everyone go crazy. Go ahead, bro. AB.
Hope everyone's having a blessed Monday. I can't lie. When I saw Parker versus Fabio Wardley, man, I felt bad for Parker, man. But at the end of the day, someone in the comment section said it the best. It's prize fighting, unfortunately, and it's a business.
Why is Parker not the prize though? Considering what he's done.
This is the thing, though. It's like, as boxing, like, look, as people in the chat, we know we want to see Parker versus Usyk. Well, I don't mind seeing that, but does the extended public want to see it?
There you go.
Does the extended public want to pay that $24.99?
The extended public wanted to watch Atoma versus Dillian.
But you got to remember, that's the next. The thing is with Atoma, they're with Atoma, they're already starting his brand train up in the sense of he's the next. Obviously, with the whole Mike Tyson thing, his record, youngest to do it, that sort of thing. So that's what they're trying to do, and I can kind of see it. But then at the same time, because it's kind of now crossing tracks with Parker, like Parker's thing, it's like, okay, Parker wants to fight for the titles as well. So what do you want to do? But Turkey doesn't want to see Parker versus Usyk. He wants to see a Toma versus thing. And now the extended public's like, you know what? That makes sense as well. Like
it can catch the attention. Does Atoma do enough to catch the attention of the casuals? Well, that's if they fight Usyk. If that
compared to Parker, what would you say?
I don't know. I feel that's still our boxing hardcore conversation. I don't think that hits the extended public the way we imagine it to.
The way it feels to us is that Atoma is everywhere, but to casual fans, I'm not 100% certain that Dillian White and Atoma fight got it done.
No,
I saw like if that was at the O2, it might have felt a bit different as far as the Atoma hype. So the fact that it's kind of away still, it's still. But if they announced that fight, and this is the next Mike Tyson guy, the guy that Usyk is the one that's done the whatever to the R division, and this young kid is going to be the one to change it. That can sell.
Well, they have to bill him as the UK's last hope.
That's right.
Because everyone's got touched by Usyk in the UK. So they say, listen, this is our last crack at it before he retires. It's the angle of how they put it out.
Yeah, personally, I feel like if Parker goes in and gets Wardley out of there within 3-4 rounds, let him fight Usyk.
Do you think? I bet you still won't get it.
That's a big ask.
Do you still? Whoa, that last fight.
Remember, Wardley didn't look great against Hooney.
Yeah, and he wasn't getting knocked out either. He was hurt on his last legs. And
this is the thing with Hooney, though. Remember Hooney versus Lorena? He couldn't get out Lorena as well. So
I know you didn't just say remember Hooney against Lorena. You think I watched that? Remember that? That's crazy, bro. But I'm saying, listen, this is about Wardley, yeah?
Yeah.
Saying that Parker's gonna get Wardley out in 4 rounds. The guy.
No, I'm just saying. Let's say.
To Wardley, and Wardley still had that bomb waiting for him in whatever round it was. Parker won't be able to get him out of there.
Yeah, nah. I think overall it'll be a good fight, and I feel like Who's that fight by? Is that a Queensbury show?
Which one?
The Parker Wardley one. That's a Queensbury show.
I think it has to be. Yeah. He's still going crazy over there.
Because it's too much disrespect in it. Do you know what the problem with boxing is? Yeah, we don't have enough. Like, let's just say, like, if you go to a shop and there's brands, you know, in Aldi, for instance, you got Aldi and you're not going to see Walkers, all these other stuff. So you have to deal with what's there. We're acting as if we got bare brands. We don't have many, bro. And then the brands that we do have are leaving the stores, discontinued.
Somebody's better Polish apple juice.
Apple cider. Apple cider. Bro, so right now, I'm trying to say we need to look at these guys as headliners, or the boxing game is in pain.
But that's why
boxing's going to be in trouble.
When Matchroom listed their slate for fighters, some people were really criticizing it and saying, yo, some of these fights could all just be on one night. But the reality is, this is what needs to start happening. Dave Allen against that big heavyweight. They've got to do it like that. They've got to do it like that. No,
man, we need to, because for boxing to live well, to survive, we can't shit on people saying, I'm a box office fighter. We need more.
No, everything doesn't need to be box office just because it's happening. We just need to get more boxing so that guys can work their way up to being box office, which is why I don't wrong Matchroom for what they did.
But if you believe that's true, why has the BBC said to my brother, Ben Shalom, you see that fight that you got with TKV and Fraser Clark? We don't show if we're ready to show that yet.
Well, they pushed it back for reasons undisclosed. And you know, with Ben Shalom, it could be anything.
Bro, it's international break, bro. It's 10 man can fight. There's no football, bro.
I have no idea why that fight ain't happening, but it's a mad start from the BBC.
It's the mad start. They said, you know what? We got a lot of programming on the moment. EastEnders, the news. So we're gonna have to come back to you.
You know the thing is as well, because it's a third party broadcast as well, isn't it? It's not like Sky's doing everything.
Bro, this is nasty, bro.
It's rough. But the fact is, this year we have to look at it like errors, reigns and errors. Like at one point, you know what I mean? What's the empire that was? Empire's full, and for the last 8 years
Ottoman,
or so,
Romans,
the Roman Empire, it fell. For the last 8 to 10 years, we've had boxing here. We've actually owned it. 10 o'clock on a Saturday night is when the big fights happen. We're not doing 4 a.m. too regular. And we are watching it slip away now. It's going somewhere else because we don't have the champion. So the rebuild that's going to happen is necessary. What was boxing looking like before AJ had that mad rise out of nowhere? You can't remember.
Yeah. That's kind of dark still, man. I feel like someone like Parker deserves us to talk him up better than what they're, because they're actually hurting their own brand. Them saying that I don't even want to watch it. If you feel that way and you own all the boxing, how should I feel? You don't rate him. You have a share in this. Go ahead.
I think one thing I'll say is, like, from a boxing perspective, like, I would look. Don't get me wrong. I want to see Parker fight. Like, I want to see Parker fight, but it's like, I think to everyone else, it's this kind of like,
who wins that fight? By the way,
Parker versus Wardley.
You let him thought about it, innit? Properly.
Parker probably outboxes him until.
But he just needs to keep his guard up, man. Because boy,
and he can go. We've seen what Joe Joyce was doing to him, and Wardley can crack. One bad shot, you ain't getting out of that round. So realistically, it should be as simple as Parker should outbox him. But if he gets clipped, good night.
They need to market. Yeah, I hear it, and I'm with you. I'm with AB. I'm with what you're saying as well. They just need, the marketing team need to rally around Parker because he's an active fighter, and the rest are leaving the game and treating this guy like this, and he's the one to keep the door. You know, like someone
trying as well with his songs as well. He's trying. He's trying. He's releasing singles. You know,
he's tried everything, bro.
He's releasing.
Yeah,
releasing his singles, but
everyone has to have their rollout that's tailored to them. Yeah, the music thing, cool. It's not doing what you want it to do. We need to get like a documentary about the struggle that you had to go through to become Joseph Parker, bro.
They're treating him like Halle Bailey. What's the one? Chloe Bailey. Like, you know, when it's bad. This is not the rollout. Or what's the other girl that came out? The Tyler. It's that basically.
Yeah, the rollout.
The units ain't selling. They're just
off-note.
Nasty. Pretend. Fake it like they fake all the other things. Everyone's telling me you can't sell 6 tickets. That's because they told me the Romford Bull can fill up anyway.
No, but they did sell Romford Bull sold tickets.
I can't lie.
That's a lie. How do you know?
But that's why they kept him on the card so often.
Tell us, lie to us, bro. It's fake. Bots in that. Go crazy, Drake.
I'll be real. Don't be surprised if they tried to if the Romford Bull was on that card.
I'm done with you, AB.
Hey, wait. One last thing. Katie Taylor ducking Cameron. Personally, I don't think Katie Taylor's got anything left to prove. She's done her thing.
You don't think it's worth a trilogy though?
No, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind another fight. But I don't think she has anything else to prove. And then AJ back next year, probably be. I can't lie. I just want to see AJ Fury, but it'll probably be a Tony Yoka warm up, and then hopefully a Fury fight in the summer.
Yeah, man. Hopefully, man.
So you don't believe? How long's it been since Fury fought now?
Whenever Usyk.
Is that almost 2 years? How many? It'll be 2 years by the time he mixes it.
Yeah.
He probably won't fight. Don't get it wrong.
Yeah, you're not, bro. Just every time I meet a fan, because you spoke to me the other day and said, "Oh man, I just want to see Fury." I said, "Bro, forget that dream." I said, "Bro, forget that dream. That dream does not exist, bro." See that uncle that said he's gonna buy you a bike, yeah? Everyone's got that one uncle that promised to buy you a bike, bro. You're not getting the bike, bro. Uncle's pulling up. Uncle don't even mention the bike anymore. You're just bringing it up and it's pissing him off as well, bro. Everything is done.
Oh my gosh, that comment is.
What's that?
No, there's a comment about the Romford Bull, but it's true. The Romford Bull could probably sell out the O2 Arena.
Mate,
I'm not having it. AB, big up yourself.
Hey, big up.
I'm the only one that wants to see the Chantel Cameron. Sometimes I get invested once they become my guy or my person.
I'd like to see it. I think that's a fight that could go either way.
Yeah,
but it's just one of the ones where we are in the game as far as what we know about the boxing business.
Yeah,
there's obvious obstacles that stop these things from getting going, and her and Parker are in the exact same situation.
I want to pivot quickly and talk about your guy Anthony Yarde.
Go on.
How's the training game?
You're about to ask me how camp is going.
I just want to ask you, it's your guy. I just want to check
if you become involved in camp.
Not in camp, but you see videos and stuff. They've been uploading.
No. Do you believe it'll come in? They're just doing what they're doing, bro. Man said, "How's camp?" Like I'm about to give you
because sometimes if you post, I be checking to make sure. I'm like, raw. Usually they're quite active.
Them men show up to fight ready every single time they go out. And I know for a fight like this, you know for sure they're gonna be ready. So I'm not.
Do you think they're doing this fight now? Yeah, is a crucial bout. Yeah, like to the levels of not win or go home, but don't win. We will look at you different. The boxing scene, we have to. We can't. That's a lot. That'll be a lot.
How would you explain the rationale then?
Okay, so
what changes?
Well, how many chances, how many crack of the whips have you had?
Because he's not a champ, you say you're just looking different.
I'm saying you've had how many shots at the title? Yeah, so this is going to be the third shot at the title. Yeah, you don't win. We're saying maybe you just can't. You see how, not Dillian, but you know how we just accept Dillian ain't going to be a world champ anymore. But you're still going to have you're still going to be involved in boxing. You're just not going to fight.
I agree.
For that.
I agree.
Is it are we at that door?
No, I agree that he needs to win.
Yeah.
Right. But Dillian is a different set of circumstances that will not be comparable to what Yarde is.
No.
Unless Yarde goes in there and does not belong.
Yeah.
Not winning a championship doesn't mean that.
It doesn't mean. No, I'm saying looking at different. No, but I've seen him as a champion, is what I'm saying.
We're asking retirement questions. With Yarde, I'm saying, cool. However it goes, it's like you might just be.
This is what I'm saying.
This is
because I'm not saying he's gonna retire. Not at all. I'm saying do we put you into the category of you're not gonna be a champion, but you're just a difficult fight for anyone coming up? Does he go into that space?
Think about how many people's career.
There's a lot of people that like that.
A lot of people's career falls into that thing. If you didn't hold a championship, a man still rate you as a fighter.
Yeah,
that's what you are, innit?
Yeah,
because you can't go back and be like, yeah, that guy was a championship fighter. He didn't win one,
but
he was around at a time.
I'm not gonna lie though, because when I look at Yarde and Buatsi, I look at these guys as you lot are meant to be champions though. Buatsi's rollout was you're meant to hold a world title. You should be a champion, and you're not. Well, you haven't fought for a world title. Now the other guy has fought for a world title twice, and it's this time, and it's a big fight. This is a huge fight. Are you with me? And they've been so close. Not some nearly guy. Are you with me? Like that's
the fact is this is when it's all said and done, if you don't get to win a title, it becomes an almost type situation. Do you know what I'm saying? You could be a great fighter. You might just be around at the time of a special fighter and couldn't get a title. That's like basketball players.
Yeah.
How many men just great players, but Michael Jordan just took over their thing.
Yeah.
With these guys today, LeBron and Steph Curry, you just couldn't find a way through. So it's that thing of the fact he's mixed at that level will do him better in retirement when you come to analyze the sport as against someone who's in what's his current situation. And I say current because he can turn it around.
He's outside now. Buatsi's showing face. He's like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, but he could turn it around. He could get a shot and he could win a belt. So it's like until it's done. That's why you can't really say, oh, is it third and final now or never? Nah, some men get their belt late. George Groves, he had a few cracks at the whip. Then he eventually went on to be a world champ. Yeah. So it's that thing of like until a man hangs it up or shows he no longer belongs in these levels anymore, it goes until it goes.
All right, fair enough. I didn't know that. Wait, Simon Jordan said he's a noble loser. When did he say that?
About who?
Simon said Yarde is a noble loser.
Well, there's the thing. It's like, well, Simon Jordan says a lot of stuff. Do you know what I mean? Right now, he's put on the stock rising for Yarde. It has been in defeat. Do you know what I'm saying? It's been in defeat against the champions. So that's why there's this area when people trying to do the placing and see where he goes. Well, it's like, okay, cool. He went in against Kovalev quite green. Had a moment where it could have potentially happened in that round, and he came unstuck. But Beterbiev went in there, valiant effort. He's losing these fights, but he's losing at the top level.
Do we say now, because I get it, and even my guy in the comment section was saying, and Basil will bring you in a second. Yeah. He's saying, look, these guys are generational fighters in Bivol, Beterbiev. We don't put Benavidez into that class, do we?
No, we don't.
Cool. So if he was to miss out again, because I didn't even rate the guy that his first fight, but he was so young and he didn't know what to do. He was fighting away from home. Kovalev, that was mad.
Well, Kovalev was Kovalev. Like, at that stage, he was still the champ. Do you know what I mean? This is still Kovalev.
I'm with you. But I'm saying is, you fought the generational guy. These other two guys, you should be getting something from it. Basil, get involved.
I'm saying. So I'll probably start on the Yarde one.
Yeah.
Or anything. Because I missed last week's show. But the one thing that I've always been curious about is when you guys and a lot of people say Yarde can crack, because I question where does that really come from? Because who is he really knocked out that is of worth? Because when someone says to me a fighter can crack, usually the proof is in the pudding when they knock out or knock down someone of significance. I haven't seen that from Yarde. Like the people who's knocked out, I would expect most decent boxers to have knocked out. So, because before, I think it was maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe it was last week, you were talking about Yarde can crack, and obviously that would Yarde will have the ability to crack, and obviously Benavidez should be aware. And I thought to myself, is that really true? Because he hasn't really hurt anyone of significance. And even Kovalev, he didn't knock down Kovalev, even when he threw a number of punches against a worn-out Kovalev. So I wanted to know your thoughts on that and where you kind of get that from.
I think there's stuff in his physique that we look at out, like, because he doesn't like. He's stocky and he just looks like a problem. Are you with me? But then when you do get into looking at the engine, clearly, it's a good question that you're asking. Because what person are we talking about that he's rendered unconscious of a high level?
I think it's that thing.
But then Lyndon didn't want to mix it, but I don't rate Lyndon.
Yeah, I hear it. I mean, you know, when he went in there and in that second fight, just blasted him away. The one after that, it was a different type of fight where it's just like, all right, you're going to be negative. I've got to try and force the action to try and land something. I don't know that Yarde has necessarily the concussive single shot power. His power is more bludgeoning, where it's like, I'm just going to keep walking you down. If you look at his fights when he's, you know, fighting whoever, when he has his way, it's a very patient, horrible kind of walking down body shot, ugly shot.
He gave Beterbiev stuff to think about as well.
He kept Beterbiev honest for a number of rounds and backed him up. So he's not backing up from nothing. You don't see Beterbiev back up by choice. You know what I'm saying? So it's that his power is there. Quantifying it in a definite way that you're probably searching for is it's kind of hard to happen because, you know, you're going to quantify it on wins, but guys know that when they're in there and they talk about Yarde, they know they're talking about a powerful puncher. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
What's your thoughts? What are you thinking?
Yeah. I don't know, because like I said, I haven't really, even with Beterbiev, was he really hurt? Yes, it's something for him to think about. But we're talking because obviously I'm just talking about when I hear the word crack, I mean you really, really hurt someone rather than keeping someone honest. And I haven't really seen that.
Like a Toma can crack.
But no, we're talking at the elite level, bro. Beterbiev, man. Beterbiev could walk through most man and just have his way. He couldn't do that with Yarde. Nothing.
But try to remember, it didn't deter Beterbiev. It didn't deter him. He was still coming forward when he needed to. So yes, it put him back sometimes, but it didn't deter him from coming forward. So that's my question.
I think for you to analyze it and just kind of simply, you got to look at that fight again in a more recent setting and see what you actually are talking about when you just say it didn't deter him, because it definitely did. That's why the people speak about the fight the way they do. Beterbiev has had pushback from other fighters before. They don't speak about that fight the way they do about Yarde's performance against him. And because Beterbiev is considered the elite or one of the two elites of this era, is why Yarde in defeat gets respect for that performance. So you can't dismiss it as it didn't deter him. We're talking about an elite fight that's going to be remembered for a long time in this game.
What would you say, Basil, though? So him fighting Benavidez now, yeah?
Yeah.
The fight's over and it, God forbid, it doesn't go Yarde's way.
Yeah.
How are you looking at Yarde now?
I can't put him anywhere, personally. I can't put him anywhere just because, like I've always said, he doesn't have those middle-level fighters for me to rate him. So for me, if he loses that fight, for me, my stop for him goes very, very low. I don't put him up there with any of the elites just because he doesn't have those middle-level fighters. Like someone like Amir Khan, for instance, people rate him because he has those middle-level fighters and he's lost to some of those elite fighters, which is why his name is always spoken about, because he's given you a variety of fighters at different levels that he's fought for people to mention his name, whereas Yarde doesn't have that. So it doesn't mean he doesn't have talent. It's just very difficult for me to rate him because of that.
John, I've just put up there. So that's important. Dragonfly Jones, Callum Johnson put down Beterbiev.
Yeah, it was a flash one. Didn't really hurt him outside of that.
Still put him down.
No, he did though. Yeah, you can't take it away. I'm not going to take it away.
But I will say this quickly. I don't know what to expect to that fight because Benavidez hasn't operated long in this weight class. So I know some people probably have him as favorite, but I don't know what to base it on because obviously technically Yarde's been operating in this weight class a lot longer. Benavidez is new to this. So it doesn't mean that all what we've seen from Benavidez in a lower weight class is going to carry into this weight class. So I think this fight is kind of the unknown. So I personally don't have anyone as favorite for that reason. And
Benavidez has gone the distance in, I think, 2 light heavyweight fights now. He's not knocked anybody out. So, it's, you know, we'll fight. We'll learn a lot.
We'll see. Let's move on to Parker versus Fabio Wardley. Who's winning, and should we feel sorry for Parker?
I think it's a smart move for Parker because I think for him it kind of builds his profile. I think Parker will absolutely wipe the floor with Wardley.
Really?
I think what's seen with Wardley in the last few fights is very worrying, to be honest, because he struggled against Fraser, and then obviously the second one was done within a round, so there was nothing to really take from it apart from obviously the knockdown. He struggled against Hooney. I think Parker's a better technician than his previous fighters that he's fought.
But why are you now playing with Fabio Wardley's power though? Because when you say
I
struggled in the first one,
I don't think he's a good boxer. I don't think he's a good boxer. That's my thing. I don't think he's a good boxer, and I think Parker's smart enough to know how to. Like I said, Parker's been there with Zhang. He's been there with Wilder. He's been there with.
Should we not respect the dog that's in him though? Because that's you can't deny that. Like what you lot say that Dubois is lacking, Fabio has that and some.
Yeah, but you're talking about elite level fighting now. You're talking about elite level fighting, which is what I just don't see in Fabio Wardley. I think this is an easy win for Parker, and I think what this does is I think he's smart because what he's doing is trying to build that profile for a Usyk fight. Because I think as you guys have mentioned, he's probably aware that he doesn't have the profile yet to draw in the casuals for that fight. So I think doing this helps him with the UK crowd a bit.
Remind me, did Parker fight Zhang?
That's what I was about to say. He did.
And Zhang, I swear, Zhang, did Zhang knock him down?
Yeah.
Zhang hurt Fabio Wardley.
Parker was down twice in that fight.
Fabio Wardley could knock down Parker. This fight is not as simple as you're making it sound.
That's right. And he's
a problem.
And also, you have to remember, Parker's record is it's got some gloss on it right now. Yeah. But the paintwork is still it's not elite paintwork, bro. Like, because you got Bacoli off of 1 day's notice. Yeah. Gile Zhang, right, down twice in that fight,
and he's old. And Gile's old. He just doesn't have the power to
the stamina issues.
Yes,
Deontay Wilder is completely washed. Before that, he was on a complete rebuild from Joe Joyce.
But it wasn't the worst.
And then it was a battle with Chisora
You know, it's a bad
that needed a rematch. Joseph Parker isn't the elite that you're framing him to be, in my opinion.
No, but I think he's a big step up. I think there's a big difference in terms of quality between him and Wardley. Like I said, I still see Wardley's flaws in the last few matches he's fought. And I always looked at him, I thought, if you come up against one of the top 5, top 6, top 7, you're going to be found out. And I think this is the level at which he's going to be found out, personally.
I don't know. Honestly, that power element that we respect in heavyweight boxing, where any shot could do it. And we saw the Hooney fight was crazy, but that shot was there. He was losing the fight. He has this he doesn't quit. Yes, he cuts easily, which is crazy. It's like elite boxing. That's where Lennox was saying you can get found. Anyone that's cutting like that, I'll worry for you as a champion. I don't feel that this fight is that though.
But you have to understand, when Parker goes up against these live dogs, something happens.
Yeah.
Dillian White shouldn't be able to beat Joseph Parker if everything we're saying is true.
Very true.
Yeah. And he did. He went in there and he absolutely just dogged him.
He's learned from that.
You hope so. Why? Because of old Zhang and old Wilder.
Yeah.
He went in there with Joe Joyce, who shouldn't be able to knock him out the way he did, and he battered him.
Let's give him he wasn't feeling well tax.
We'll give the tax of the story afterwards to say he wasn't well. But this happened. Yeah. Chisora shouldn't be able to compete with Parker because Chisora has not been a world level fighter for mad years.
Yeah.
And he needed a rematch. The rematch was the one I hosted on DAZN for that time. Brother, I'm telling you, Joseph Parker is getting some good it's a good little wash of the you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's the same product.
When
bro.
you look at it, when you look at the win,
a Fabio Wardley who's got energy and he's always going to be trying to take his head off. Stop this, man.
Quick question. Do you know when is this? Do you know when they're billing this fight for?
I don't know. I think we might be talking about November. Maybe.
Cool. I'll be back in November.
Cool.
Cool. AJ back next year. Anything to say about that?
I don't know what to say about AJ, man. Honestly, do you know? I think Eddie's is worse. Is kind of his worst enemy at the moment because Eddie is speaking for the sake of speaking without having any direction for AJ. And I think what a pair of them need to sit down is just sit down properly, decide what the plan of action is, and Eddie just needs to stay out of the interviews because everything he says at the moment just it's contradicting. I don't know why. Like first, it was like he was billing him for the Jake Paul fight. He was very excited for that. That didn't happen, and they just don't seem to have a strategy. And I think that's what they need to do. And I think you mentioned it last week. It's either you go down the money route or you go down we're going for the championship route. I think at this point, AJ should go for the money route.
Absolutely. Listen, Basil, great call.
Yeah, man. Take care, bro.
Let's go. Doping control. What?
Really funny.
Who is this?
What's going on, bro?
Yo, how you doing?
All good, man. We got doping control in the
Why
house.
doping control?
Because I'm here for Fury, innit?
That's funny.
Hey, what's your thoughts, man? We've been speaking about quite a bit.
Yeah.
Anything?
I want to talk about Fury, innit? Because I feel like we let him get away with too much, you know? Like, we let him get away with being battered by Ngannou. But, you know, if that was any other fighter, like let's say it's Bukodi, right? He loses to Joseph Parker, a former world champion, with 24 hours notice, right? Or he draws with the Jaguar. He's suddenly a hype job, right? But, you know, if we're talking about Fury getting dropped by Ngannou, terrible performance, and we let him get away with it. Like, after that fight, he was still talked to us about as one of the greatest fighters, rare to tear, right? Like, we let him get away with too much.
I don't know. Do you know what? Everyone's relaxed a bit because they tried to put him up there. Ali, Lennox. They were talking like Fury was one of the greatest boxers of his time.
The game's
and
changed.
Usyk's really helped that change that narrative totally. No one can fully say that with chest.
That's right.
And we believe you. It's just brethren bias at this moment. So I think that's now. I think that's honestly, but I feel like now there should be like a real investigation against the record and say, hold on, let's put this up properly. You know, because what people tried to do with Mike Tyson and say when he fought against the real serious challenges, he didn't win. That's what some people have done with Tyson.
You lost to the guys of your era.
You lost to the big guys of your era. People are now looking at this record and saying, how good is it? I still think Tyson's mashing up Fury, by the way. There's no, like, Tyson's still, this era, Mike Tyson's still mashing up most of our era, by the way.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. A lot of men ain't seen round 3 at all.
Is he mashing up everyone in our era, Mike Tyson?
Mike Tyson. I don't know who do we find that keeps Mike Tyson? I think
doping control is Mike Tyson. Does Mike Tyson beat Usyk?
Well, that's that. I'd have to say if he can get to him early, then potentially, and then after that, you case of if we're in round 6, then Mike Tyson's going to be in some trouble.
Doping control. Does Mike Tyson beat Usyk?
I don't think so. You know, I think Usyk's too crafty. He's too skilled, too well versed.
I hate that I started this conversation at this part.
It's an interesting one. But it's like the same way people analyzed Mike Tyson versus Muhammad Ali. You're gonna.
I don't have to analyze that one. I know how it goes.
How does it go?
Ali.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Very quickly. But then there's some people that believes that he knocks out
who
Ali. As in, some people believe that. You know what I'm saying? I don't personally see it like that at all. But some people feel like that.
Usyk after 5 rounds beats Tyson, sadly.
I think it depends when we're talking about in Tyson's career as well. So I think if you give Usyk the blueprint,
any Tyson that you like, does he beat Usyk?
You can't choose.
If he gives Usyk the blueprint, I feel like he handles him quickly. Like, you see how he handled the bar the second time, because he downloaded the blueprint from the first fight, came in the second fight, handled him differently.
I think this is nasty, but do you know Usyk's always gonna be underestimated and spoken like.
And there is no blueprint for beating Usyk.
Who's got the blueprint of beating Usyk? He's unbeaten.
It's just gonna have to be an early rounds thing. If you can get him out of there in 3, then that's
but Usyk is downloading the data real fast as well. Great
this
football.
It gets techie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then for me, I don't think there's any version of Tyson that could have beat Holyfield. I think it was always, if we go back to those, we start doing those things.
So then we have to say Usyk's mashing Tyson.
Well, I don't necessarily do that.
I don't think Holyfield beats Usyk. I don't think, and Holyfield was my favorite fighter.
Yeah,
he's not beating Usyk.
You don't think he's beating Usyk?
No,
I think he can definitely beat Usyk.
No,
I didn't say I can is a key word in that. I think he can beat Usyk.
Oh, doping control.
I think Lennox would beat him.
I don't know. I feel like right now we haven't seen Usyk lose, so I can't say there's a style he's going to lose to. I can't say there's a person he's going to lose to.
It's a very interesting conversation. I hate the fact that I brought it up at the end of the show.
Yeah,
because like, have you seen Usyk even dropped? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying?
This is why
we haven't seen any weaknesses.
Usyk is a bad boy, you know.
He's
And
definitely
to
a
add
bad boy.
that super punch as well, like.
But you got to remember where this is the conversation that Usyk has put himself in. That's it. He's into these fantasy debates now. That's almost a win for your career to be in these fantasy
You're
debates.
in there. You're allowed. Knock on the door. Hey, guys, I'm in here. Talk about me versus you now.
Because I don't think, my thing is this. There's no way you go into a fight with Holyfield and you just come out unscathed and you just...
I wouldn't say
Holyfield
unscathed, but I think he should be able to...
inside you don't want to be
I think
a part
Usyk will outbox Holyfield.
And like I said, at some point, Holyfield engages you. Because
does.
Holyfield is not a plodding guy. He's not a slow guy. He's someone that's to you.
Live.
And he's happy to take whatever you've got
And
just
he's got
to
the
get
dark
near
arts.
you, bro. So that's why I just think it's a different era because we're in touch perfect era of boxing. Guys don't like to get hit at all, bro. They don't like to get hit at all. Whereas you saw, what do you call it? Riddick Bowe and Holyfield. Them man knew for me to get my stuff off, I gotta go
on. Yeah.
And that's the philosophy that don't exist today.
Yo, doping control. We might have to double back on this conversation because we have to end the pod still. Brother, big up yourself. We'll come back to this. We'll definitely come back. You lot, listen, thank you for watching. Let me read this super chat as well. Here we go. Hey, big up for the cool lads. Really appreciate it. Andre, big up yourself, man. Stay blessed. Thank you so much. Everybody hit like, hit subscribe. We're gonna be out in Vegas. We're gonna be in Vegas, man. Next week. Traveling and all that good stuff. So
yeah, man.
Probably won't see us here. But yeah, stay blessed. Yeah, and see you next.
Peace.
See you soon. See you out there.
Crawford on points.
Let's do another. Yo, people, thanks for watching the Undefeated podcast. Make sure you
like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and all that good stuff, man. This is the place to be.